Okay, welcome back, Bacho. From this question number 4, 5 onwards, now you guys have the equations rather than the expressions. So just note down in your notes that if you differentiate f of x, okay, with respect to x, this would be written as f dash of x. If you differentiate this y, now this y is not a constant, so this will be written as dy by dx. So dy by dx means differentiating y with respect to x. Okay, so we have to look at this question number 4. It says find f dash of x. So that means you will be differentiating both the sides with respect to x. It says find dy by dx over here. Okay, so I'll be doing just one of each part, and then you will be trying the rest of the parts yourself. Okay, so now imagine we're going to do this question number 4 here, okay? So it is f of x that is equal to 2x to the power 4. So the left hand side would be written as f dash of x, and the right hand side would be written as 8x cubed. That is what happens, okay? Look at this e part. I want to differentiate. I want to find f dash of x. But right now, the given expression on the right hand side is not in the form that we are used to differentiate. So I would first of all write it as, I'm not differentiating this. I'm just simplifying this so that I can differentiate it. So I'll write it like this. Look at this. I haven't put any dash on the left hand side. This is f of x. This is still f of x. And I don't need to move this 3 up here. This is a very common mistake. People move the numbers. I just need to move this x square to the numerator. So now this becomes f of x, that is equal to 5 over 3 x raised to power minus 2. So when now we can differentiate, we are ready for the differentiation. So this f dash of x would be now 5 over 3 times minus 2 and x raised to power minus 2 minus 1. Finally, this f dash of x is going to be minus 10 over 3, and you can write it as q down here because this is x to the power minus 3. So it's you should write the way they had written the original expression. Okay, let me take you to the h part. If you look at this h part, so I'll not be differentiating this right now. I would rather be writing this in the form where I can really differentiate this easily. So this h part, I would first of all say, okay, I'll keep it writing f of x because I'm not differentiating this right now. I would write it as 2 over 3. This is x to the power 1, this is x to the power half. So I have here 1 plus half and then minus 3. Because this x cube, this 3 would be subtracted from these two powers here. So this is 2 over 3 x raised to power minus, this is 1.5, this is minus 3, this is minus 1.5 is left, that is minus 3 over 2 is left here. So this is my f of x. Now I can differentiate it, okay? Because there is just one term in x now. So you have to simplify all these products, these deviations, these quotients, and then you will be differentiating. This is f dash of x now. This is 2 over 3 into this minus 2 over 3 and this minus 3 over 2 minus 1. So you have minus x raised to power minus 5 by 2, and you can write it as 1 over x raised to power 5 by 2. So this is your h part. Okay, you try all the parts of question number 4, and then I take you to the question number 5. Okay, now we're going to move on to question number 5. Before I go to question number 5, guys, if you really learn the derivative of under root x by heart, this is really going to be handy. Please remember the derivative of under root x is 1 over 2 under root x. Like, rather than showing all the steps every time, because this is very frequently asked, the derivative of under root x. Okay, this is under root x, not 1 over under root x. Now, how do you differentiate this? Look at this, is 1 over 2 x to the power half minus 1. This is 1 over 2 x raised to the power minus half. Then this is 1 over 2 x raised to the power half. And finally, you write it as 1 over 2 under root x. So rather than showing all these steps, you just remember that the under root x derivative is 1 over 2 under root x. And then the better students also learn that the derivative of 1 over x is minus 1 over x squared. You see, 1 over x is x raised to the power minus 1. So when you differentiate it, this becomes minus 1 x raised to the power minus 1 minus 1. This is minus x raised to the power minus 2. And eventually this becomes minus 1 over x squared. So you just remember, when 1 over x is written, in your minds, you must have, oh yes, the power on x is minus 1. Okay. And suppose if it is 1 over x squared, the power on x is minus 2. So its derivative would be minus 2 over x cubed. Minus 2 over x cubed. Guess what would be the derivative of 1 over x cubed? Yes, without any working. Anyone? 1
3
over
over x to the power 1.
minus 3 over x raised to power 4. Minus 3 over x raised to power 4. Who will tell me the derivative for 1 over x raised to power 4? Hmm. Yes?
Minus 4 over x raised to the power 5.
Very good. Minus 4 over x is per 5. Okay. So, this is just an optional thing. You can nevertheless write it as x raised to power minus 3, and then you can differentiate it as minus 3 x is per minus 4, and then you can write it as minus 3 over x is per 4. But if you learn this by heart, if you can do this mentally, this would be great. Okay. Chalo. We move on to this question number 5 now. This is the most famous expression, that is dy by dx. Okay. Now, when you have to differentiate the given expression over here, you have to make sure that all terms are written like this. There is no product, a question part D. There is no power thing. There is no quotient situation. So you have to have all these in this form. So let's rephrase all of them before we differentiate. Okay. So let me have some space here. So just a minute. Okay. So we're happy with the part A. So there's no need to change that. Before you do that part D, so the part D would be needed to expand it. So this would be x squared plus x and this is x squared plus x minus 20. And then you see your dy by dx would be the derivative of x squared is 2x, the derivative of plus x is plus 1, and the derivative is of minus 20 is 0. There is no need to write that. Okay. Look at this. You will expand this e part. I'm not doing that. Look at this f part. Yeah, this is a tricky one. This is going to be y is equal to, you can split it like this, 2x over x squared minus 5 over x squared. Now, the better students, they know that if you have a plus b whole over c, you can write it as a over c plus b over c. Okay, but you need to remember this as well, that if you have a over b plus c, you cannot split here. Okay, the splitting is only possible when you have plus minus going on in the numerator. Okay, so you split it like this. So this would be 2 over x. So you can write it as 2x raised to power minus 1 and minus 5x raised to power minus 2. You see that I am not differentiating it. I am simplifying this. I'm trying to bring this into the form that can be differentiated. Now, once that has been done, now I will say, okay, this is my dy by dx. x. Now you will be differentiating it as minus 2 x is per minus 2, and minus 5 into minus 2 is going to be plus 10 x is per minus 3, and you can write it as dy by dx, that is minus 2 over x squared, okay, and then plus 10 over x cubed. I believe you people can try the rest of the questions now, okay? We'll keep this up to question number 5 for the day. So try the remaining questions. Whenever you are using your YouTube, you must be having pencil and paper with you, and you must be copying down, trying other things while looking at this, watching this video. Okay, now look at this D part. I have done the D part, and then for this E part, you will have to expand all of this. So this is going to be a square minus 2 into a into b plus b squared. So this y is going to be 4x is per 4 minus 12x squared plus 9. Now we'll be differentiating this. You see, I was simplifying this. The moment I differentiate this, I'll be writing this as dy by dx, okay? This is 16x is to the power 3, and this is 24x. That's it. That is the derivative of this given equation. The whole equation has been differentiated. If you look at the g part, guys, this g part would be, I'll first of all writing it in the form in which I can differentiate this. This is minus 3x is per minus 1, and then plus 2x is per minus 2. There are many students who just do that mentally. If you can do that, please do. Otherwise, there's no harm in showing the steps. So now all of these terms, they have been written in the form x raised to power n. So now we can differentiate. So I'll write on the left hand side the dy by dx, because the whole equation is going to be differentiated. This is going to be 14x minus 1 times minus 3 will give you plus 3, and x is for minus 2. I'll write it down here. This is minus 4, and x is for minus 3, so I'll write it here. This is minus 4 over x cubed. Okay. Similarly, if you look at your this h part, so you will see that again you need to simplify this a bit. So in this h part, I'll first of all write it as y is equal to 3x plus 5x is per minus 1, and minus half. Don't move this 2. There is no need to move this 2 here, okay? Minus half x is to power minus half. I have all the terms in this form, okay? And now I can differentiate it. So this is dy by dx, that is 3 minus 5x raised to power minus 2, and I can write it as minus 5 over x squared. This is minus half into minus half is going to be 1 over 4, and you have x raised to power minus half minus 1, that is minus 3 over 2. So I can write it as 1 over 4 x raised to power 3 by 2. That is its derivative. Okay. And in this last part here, the uh, this this I part. So again, I'll be splitting all of them. This is 4x squared over under root x plus 3x over under root x minus 2 over under root x. So this y is going to be 4x raised to power 2 minus half is going to be 3 by 2. And 1 minus half is going to be half. This is 3x raised to power half. And this is minus 2x raised to power minus half. So here is my derivative. That is 4 into 3 by 2, and x is for 3 by 2 minus 1. Let me write this for you. Plus 3 into half, and x is to the power half minus 1. Minus 2 into minus half, and x is for minus half minus 1. So 2 2s are 4. This is 6 under root x. This one is plus 3 by 2 under root x. This one is plus 1 over x raised to power 3 by 2. So, guys, you need to do all these questions again and again. If you do these from 3, 4, and 5, you see, if you practice these questions thoroughly, again, like at least you do them at least twice, you will really start enjoying the rest of the chapter. And believe me, this is a monstrous, huge chapter. So you really need to be very good at its basics. Okay, thank you very much, Bacho.